There are moments in life that define us, but perhaps none more profoundly than two distinct events. The day we come into this world, and the day we discover why we were born into it. The day of our birth is a time of boundless potential, a beginning filled with infinite possibilities. Yet it is only later, when we understand our true purpose, that life takes on its fullest meaning. Between these 2 days lies a journey of self-discovery, often fraught with challenges, but always leading toward a deeper understanding of why we are here. In that moment of realization, we are not just living, but truly embracing life for all it is meant to be. Yet along this journey, there are inevitable encounters with people who seem to lack insight, whose narrow views might frustrate us. But remember, engaging in arguments with those who cannot or will not see reason is a futile endeavor. They will drag you down into the murky depths of their ignorance, and in doing so, beat you at their own game. Wisdom lies not in fighting to be right, but in knowing when to step away. Life is too short to be spent in fruitless debates with people who thrive on their own misconceptions. When you tell the truth, you never need to keep track of anything. The truth is not something to be shouted from the rooftops or thrown harshly in someone's face. It is a subtle force, like a warm coat on a cold day, gently offering comfort without causing harm. If we can live our lives with kindness and purpose, then perhaps when the time comes for our final departure, even the undertaker will feel a twinge of sadness at our passing. Imagine living in such a way that even the person tasked with handling the remains of our earthly existence feels sorrow, not just for the loss of a life, but for the loss of the spirit, the joy and the impact we left behind. After all, each of us has a dark side, much like the moon, a hidden face we show to no one, a private part of ourselves kept locked away. But it is not the darkness that defines us. It is how we live in the light that truly matters. In the end, there will be only 2 things we regret: that we did not love more deeply, and that we did not venture far enough into the world to experience its wonders. These are the only real losses in life, the missed chances to connect with others and to explore the vastness of the world around us. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, those who encourage your dreams and ambitions, not those who attempt to belittle them. Greatness is not something achieved alone. It is inspired by those who believe in your potential, who make you feel that you too can achieve remarkable things. Human beings will go to extraordinary lengths to earn love, but they will often go even further to provoke envy in others. Yet, in chasing envy, they lose sight of what truly matters. Time will etch lines upon our faces, but these lines should be reminders of every smile we've worn, every moment of joy we've experienced. Age is not something to be feared or denied, but embraced as a testament to a life well lived. If you take in a dog, starving and desperate, and provide it with food and care, that dog will be loyal to you for life. It will never turn against you, and therein lies the stark contrast between animals and humans. People, despite being given everything they need, can still bite the hand that feeds them. The loyalty of a dog is pure, while the loyalty of humans can be fickle. As I reflect on my life now, an old man looking back on many years, I realize that the majority of the troubles I feared never actually happened. We often torment ourselves with worries and anxieties over things that will never come to pass. True courage is not the absence of fear, but the strength to stand firm in the face of it, to resist being consumed by it. Acts of kindness, no matter how small, break through every barrier. Kindness is a universal language, one that even those who cannot hear or see can still feel. In life, the two most essential ingredients for success are ignorance and confidence. With just enough ignorance to push aside doubts and a steady stream of confidence, success will follow. Those who choose not to read have no advantage over those who cannot. Both are equally limited in their capacity to grow and understand the world. Forgiveness, on the other hand, is a gift we give not just to others, but to ourselves. It is like the sweet fragrance that lingers in the air long after the violet has been crushed beneath someone's heel. Bankers are curious creatures. They are more than happy to offer you their umbrella when the sun is shining bright, but the moment the first raindrop falls, they will snatch it back without a second thought. The fear of death stems not from the end itself, but from the fear of having not lived fully. Those who truly embrace life, with all its joys and sorrows, have nothing to fear when the time comes to say goodbye. To experience the full value of joy, you must have someone to share it with, someone to laugh with, someone to divide the happiness with. Joy is magnified when shared. Anger, like an acid, eats away at the vessel that contains it far more than the object it is poured upon. It corrodes the soul, damaging the person who holds on to it. In contrast, laughter is humanity's most powerful weapon. It disarms, heals, and connects us in ways no other emotion can. I remember a time when I was a boy, barely 14, and I thought my father knew nothing. I could barely stand to be around him. Yet, by the time I turned 21, I was astonished by how much the old man had learned in just 7 years. Life is funny that way. Start each day by tackling the hardest thing first. If that means eating a live frog, so be it. Once you face the worst, everything else will seem easy. Never engage in a battle of wits with a fool, for bystanders may not be able to tell the difference between you. As the years pass, I find my memory slipping, and now I only remember things that never even happened. It's a strange thing to watch oneself fall apart, but it happens to us all in the end. Noise so often means nothing. A hen may cackle loudly as if it has just laid an asteroid, but in truth, it's just an egg. Do something every day that you dread. This is the golden rule for building the habit of fulfilling your duties without resentment. Honesty, once the most cherished of virtues, now seems to be one of the most forgotten. Be careful when reading books on health. You might die from a printing mistake. Loyalty to one's country should be unwavering, but loyalty to its government should be conditional, earned only when it deserves it. If you're considering an investment, buy land. It's the one thing they aren't making any more of. If you have a new idea, don't be discouraged by those who call you a crank. Remember, every revolutionary idea was once considered foolish until it succeeded. It's not the love of money, but the absence of it, that truly causes the world's greatest problems. Giving up smoking is the easiest thing in the world. I've done it thousands of times. And when your friends start complimenting you on how young you look, that's when you know you're getting old.